Just a few moments ago, we were talking a little bit about how a recent report says Austin may need to get a name change.
Molly Oak has more on that.
We'd have to reprint all those Keep Austin Weird t-shirts. Like, what would we be?
A name change for the capital city?
They kill an industry.
Brian Oakes, the chief equity officer with the city,
No, not at all.
says that's pretty unlikely.
But I know that that's been grabbing the headlines. But I think for the public, it is really important to look at some of the history behind some of our historic Austin figures.
That's what the council asked the equity office to do in a resolution passed in October.
To conduct research and to look at any of our city-owned assets that could potentially be tied to the Confederacy and Civil War, and also kind of connected with the history of slavery.
That's when they came up with two lists. The first, which includes 7 street names.
These were assets that we had identified that were directly connected with leaders in the Confederate Army, and so they were kind of really sort of close in line with the language of the resolution.
And the second, which included the city of Austin.
Which was sort of a little bit broader, a look at historical figures that had more sort of relationships or ties to either slavery or segregation or racism within the area of the city.
People like Stephen F. Austin.
He was a slave owner and, and played a prominent role in sort of like helping Texas to preserve slavery during the war with Mexico.
But as for a new name,
I highly doubt that Austin's going to be changing its name.
don't worry, you can still keep Austin weird. And from the looks of it, the city will keep Austin, Austin.
I mean, what else would you really call it?
I know, by now we have a little bit of name recognition, I think, over the years.
I think we need to keep our name.
We probably ought to keep it, all right.